The battle with the dragon has given me much fortune and provided me with some needed freedom. I have been able to secure a lease for a storefront in Citadel, but have not had much time to set it up for opening. Word of the great battle in the end has spread, and even though it was rather anticlimactic, it has drawn me new pirates to my cause. The sounds of cheer in the tavern, now named the Bloody Barrel, and the bustle of activity around the cove really excite my thirst for more riches and power. I have learned how to infuse my thaumic armor with power of blood magic. I have learned the secrets of Ganymede's instant travel, and I've devised a way to use it to quickly travel between the cove and my magic flying ship, the Landstryder. For now, it only allows for a quick escape from the ship, but I have an idea of how to make it bi-directional. Now that the cove is fully ready, I have moved my family in to their new accommodations. At first I was worried about my daughters being around all the pirate men, but it turns out that some of the pirates drawn to my cause were also women, and my wife has taught them great fighting skills. Arr, mateys, I have returned from my battle with the dragon. And it's a new day here. The sun has just risen a moment ago over the Pirate Cove. So let's get to showing you everything I've changed since the last time you've seen the cove. I have added quite a few decorations, and thank you everybody who posted their player names to be added as pirates in the Pirate Cove. So we're going to be looking at some of those. I've added quite a few new people. So just a little bit of weird lag. Just added a few decorations here and there on the bottom here, honey pot. And if we come on in here, you can see that I've added an anchor, a fish on the wall, a little wall clock. Got some turkey out for Thanksgiving, a little salt and pepper in case you want to spice that up. Some bread and stuff, a dartboard for people to play. A play setting in case somebody wants to have a, not eat with their fingers and stuff. I figured most pirates are just going to run up there, walk up there, grab their bit of turkey and gnaw on it. Probably everybody going to fight over those legs. A game of checkers in case somebody wants to play some game. A more sophisticated game, I guess. I don't think there's a chess set. I didn't check. Go downstairs and look. I added just a few barrels down here. Nothing too drastic. Now that I've got all this deco craft stuff around, I'm starting to occasionally get that. You see how it's giving me that transparent flicker problem. I've seen that in Nemson's videos too, so it's definitely deco craft related. The more items apparently you have around, the more you see that occasional transparency on some items, and it seems to mostly affect the deco craft items, but I've also seen it affect the chests and lockers and a few other blocks, so not too big of a deal. Though other thing I've added down here, other than just adding a bunch more barrels, I've added these drawers that now contain the different liquors that I'm brewing in these barrels below them. So each of these drawers represents the 5 types of liquor that you can brew. Let's take a look at each one of those individually. So we have ale. Ale will give you haste, so that'll make you run faster. I believe that's what haste does. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that that's it. No, actually, haste makes you mine faster. Okay, so, and then the other version is longer but only gives you haste 1. So that's pretty much going to be the theme through each one of these. The powers are powerful version is on the bottom, and the longer duration version is on the top. So we've got apple cider, gives you absorption 2. Well, absorption 2 for the potent version, and a long version of it gives you absorption for 4 minutes. I'm guessing that that's going to reduce the amount of damage you take. Pretty sure that that's what that's going to mean. The grape wine is going to give you resistance. Well, I wonder what the difference between resistance and absorption is. Maybe absorption absorbs the damage and resistance prevents the damage? Something, I guess. I'm going to go with that. Sake allows you to jump higher. And finally, mead, which is made with honey, gives you regeneration. That's probably the good one right there, regeneration 2. That's nice. So to get honey, you get the honeycombs, and then you make, with the honeycombs, you make these honey pots. The recipe for that is just the 6 honeycombs and a flower pot. Gives you a honey pot. It also gives you the empty honeycombs back, which you can then go, put back in your beehives. I'll show you all that here in a moment when we get out to the farm, and I'll show you all the updates to the farm. It's pretty interesting. I actually want to get a bit of something crafted up for the farm, and hopefully we get to that this episode. So we'll move on. So I don't want to spend all day showing you just decorations and stuff that I did, but I did want to show you all the effects from the different things you can get from programming. It's actually the regeneration is pretty nice, so that's probably the best one. So pirates, look, we got pirates. We've got Kyle and Quaid as the bartender. He's reaching over there for a bottle of wine, expecting these guys to tilt back their ale here real quick and need some more. We've got Jack. That's Jack 99 Ultra Cool as the player name. I forget what his form is. Is Jack something? Jack? Oh, sorry, Jack. My mind went blank, and I'm not going to tab out to check it right now. But there's Jack. He is tilting one back with his buddy Spell Check, because these guys have been longtime followers of me. I want to make sure that I got them in a nice, cool spot, having some ale. Thought Kyle looked like a pretty decent bartender type dude, so he's behind the bar there. Over here, I tried absolutely everything to get these statues to be sitting on an actual chair. Eventually I gave up, and I just, I said, I'm just gonna have to use your imagination that there's a chair there. We have invisible chairs under these guys. So we have Blazillin, who looks suspiciously like Dan from the Diamond Minecart. And we have 85,000. I forget you guys' players' names. I should have wrote those down too when I was writing down, or your form names. I should have wrote those down too when I was writing down the character names to put you guys in statue form in here. So there we go. We got some pirates in the clubhouse. A couple playing cards. Some guys drinking. So let's move on and come on up here. Just a few random decorations here and there, just trying to get it, things filled in a little bit. I'm going to be doing something with this room today, I hope. And come on up here, coming around here. Lots more decorations in this hallway. And here we have Anders BM. I kind of wonder if that stands for bowel movement, but I don't know. We'll just assume that it means something much less icky. But anyway, he's working on stretching this leather out right here, getting that leather tan, that hide. We got all the barrels of different foods that you can make with DecoCraft. None of these are functional, of course, but they do look cool in this hallway. I figured I wanted to fill this hallway up with loot and booty. And so over here we've got some bars of gold, another chest, a few chests of things. I've got me a training dummy over here so that the pirates can train. Now, unfortunately, I don't really have a lot of male pirates. I think the male pirates, you know, as far as well, actually, I have a lot of male pirates hanging around here, but they're all going to sleep on the ship over there. They're going to sleep in the ship because this room, you can see it's very feminine. The reason I made this room very very girly is because this is where my wife and my 3 daughters are actually going to be moving to real soon. So we're going to get them guys moved in here today. So you can see we've got all kinds of cool decor. I figured one of them maybe like to be a painter. We've got full length wall mirror, nice vanity with some jewelry boxes and a music box. Nice glass rose. Very, very feminine in here. The covered beds and stuff. So there we go. I kind of like the way this came out. Pretty decent. So yeah, I'm gonna get the girls moved in here today. We're gonna make a special item for that. So let's move on upstairs a little bit more, and on up into the Mistcraft library. And look here, we've got some guards in the Mistcraft library. We've got Monk 6220. I thought these guys looked a lot like they were like armored guard type dudes, so they ended up in the library here as guards. And you see this guy's got some gold swords in his hand. This guy's got some iron swords because he's kind of he looks irony. Well, he's gray and white anyway, so mostly with a little bit of hints of green. I kind of like it. Now this guy over here, he looked very tech, very robot-y, but at the same time, he's got that blue color from you know, like mana ingots, mana steel. And you see these swords in his hand. These are mana steel swords, and in order to get those to look nice, like the just like the ones that are in these guys' hands, these are the Sortex blades over here. They're graphic. Now what I did is I took one of those and I gave it some color to make it look like a mana blade, and then added it to my texture pack. So those are custom blades that I textured so that the mana blades, the mana steel sword, would now have the Sortex looking sword. You know, it looks pretty much like the rest of the swords in the pack, so, or in my resource pack. So if you wonder why your mana blades don't look like that, it's because it's a custom texture that I made just for this. So on in here we've got added a little grandfather clock in here. I couldn't figure out any better place to put it. It looks okay there. So didn't do anything over here. I did want to let you know that I kind of got fed up with this enchanter system, and I've just been going ahead and using the printer, and, you know, copying the books and then going up and using Steam if I need to like enchant something. It does work. It does work. Like if you put something on there and you drop several books and, you know, tell it to enchant, it will do it. The problem is this low-level mana spreader takes forever and ever and ever and ever to get enough mana into the block for it to actually do the enchant. Like, I'm not talking like a matter of minutes. I'm like talking like a matter of hours if you're doing like a complex, you know, 3 enchant, something like, you know, like Feather Falling, Protection 4, Unbreaking on some boots. I mean, this will literally take more than an hour to feed enough mana into there. So unless you can send enough mana into that block in a short period of time, it's going to take a really, really long time to enchant anything with a lot of super powerful enchants. So it looks really cool. I'm going to keep it there. I mean, it definitely looks awesome. I'm going to keep it there. And my elf portal is now fully functional, and I've been using that. You might notice in here that I had to move some things around. When I went to activate this the first time, I realized that my mana pools were not on the right level because I built this into the ground over here. So I had to lower them down. I had to put the pylons up at the ground level here, and then I actually ended up shooting the mana down into and underneath and distributing it this way. So and I kind of got it filled in with stone to keep mobs from spawning down in there and stuff. But yeah, it does distribute mana around, and it works. Yeah, so I'm not going to turn it on because then the mana system will start making all kinds of noise as it tries to fill the pools back up. You can kind of hear a little bit of it going on already, but yeah, it finally did fill up, and it's a little less noisy. There's still like some kind of noise, like you can hear. I think it might be the Thaumcraft block under there, but that's been working just fine. My little buddy down here has been keeping it full. And it really, it's not a big deal on my life pool because I have that altar set up for automatic life pool collection stuff. So we come on up here. Yeah, I don't think I haven't got up this far. Nothing especially new here except for I did find, what are these guys called? These are Crimson. The Crimson, it just says banner, but they're the Crimson cult banners that you occasionally find when you're exploring the world. So I did a little exploration. I farmed, when I did find one of them guys, I farmed them out a bit and got some actual Crimson Cult armor. I'm going to probably put that on an armor stand at some point. And yeah, I'm actually going to try to do something with this episode. Let's get this out of the way real quick. We got a few more guys to show you. I finally did put the labels on these so we can kind of see what's in what. We got heads and skulls, miscellaneous magic, armor, weapons, tools, horse stuff, fishing stuff, decorations, and random junk. And over here I've got redstone stuff and wooden stuff. So I finally did label those out. I think I said that I was going to do that several episodes ago and never did actually do it till now. So in here we have Anime Freak 701139. So again, sorry guys, I should have wrote down your forum names. I apologize, but you guys know who you are. So he is working with the sharpening stone, sharpening an axe blade there, it looks like. So yeah, so he's working here at the forge. He kind of, I thought he kind of looked a little steampunkish, so I put him up kind of close to the steam area. And in here we've got the lovely Miss Lid. And she's working hard on doing something here with the compass, and I'm not sure what she's working on. She's doing something steampunkish because she's very steampunkish looking. I love the two different colors of eye color. That's really cool. A really cool outfit. She's got the nice goggles going on there, the leather helmet, very steampunky. So she got to be the head engineer of the steam room. So she's my steam engineer. So thank you guys, everybody, for again, thank you everybody for submitting. If you did not if you didn't get to be a pirate in the Pirate Cove, it's probably because I couldn't get your skin to work, or it just was not piratey. Like, I think I had one guy that looked like a bear. Didn't think that really was very piratey, so he didn't make the cut. I apologize, but so yeah, if you didn't get to be in yet and you have a piratey skin, or I don't think I'm going to take anybody else that looks like a guard. So I've kind of used up my 3 guard positions on these guys, where I was actually going to have like guard guys. I was going to put DecoCraft guards here, but then when I seen these guys' skins, I'm like, well, okay, well, I can use them for the guards instead of using the DecoCraft guards. But yeah, that kind of uses up all my positions for people that look like they're wearing armor. So anybody else that didn't already put their name in to be a pirate, be sure that you have a piratey skin or something that could look piratey or fit into the cove here. So maybe like could use some more maidens down here to do some, you know, I could have a female spinner person. It wouldn't have to be female, but I can have somebody spinning some string there. Could have a farmer guy delivering some produce. Sure, that could happen. We could have a chambermaid, a wench in here to help my daughters and stuff get ready in the morning with their, you know, comb their hair and all that fun stuff. So yeah, we have a few more spaces available for some more pirates, but do make sure that if you really want to be in the pirate cove, be sure that your skin looks piratey or is appropriate to the cove in some way or another. Could have a magic, some wizardy guys in here. I could put a wizard over here at the table, possibly at the arcane workbench working on something. So yeah, I do have room for like maybe a wizard looking guy. Yeah, there we go. So let's get on to well, first of all, let's get my kids over here. And I think I'm out of iron. Uh-oh. That's gonna be an issue. Yeah, I've got blocks of iron in there. I'm good. So I need like, I think it's 4 iron for this thing that I want to make to get these guys over here. And the sun just came up, right? Yeah, it just came up, so they won't try to run off and go back to their destination. So if we look in here, and I'm going to search radix, and that's going to show me all of the stuff from Minecraft Comes Alive, the items that you can make and stuff, or need. A lot of those are crowns, the monarch suit, remember that from my wedding, and the infants, the rings. The thing that I'm interested in right here is the whistle. This allows you to bring your spouse and children to you. So let's make that. Piece of wood, 4 pieces of iron, gives us a whistle, which is fairly appropriate for what a whistle would take, because it'd be metal with a little wooden ball in it. Something like that. So we want to go down to into the room where they're going to be staying. I don't want to lock them in, so apparently when I click the door with the whistle, they all decide to come. So okay, here we go. Let's set her new home here. We can set Juliet's home right here. That's fine. Set home. I imagine, yeah, there's another one of them running around. There's Selena. Follow me, Selena. We're going to get you a new home set right over here. There she is. I'm going to go ahead and set her home and then tell her she can stop following me. And then there was one more. Where's my other daughter? There's Juliet. Where'd she go? She run? Oh, she's all the way down there. Well, she's curious. She's exploring. Follow me. Which one's this? This one's Jessica. Okay. Go ahead and follow me, Jessica. She'll follow up here in a moment, but she'll like kind of teleport. So Jessica, you need to be over here in this bed. Let's these beds are kind of they do function, by the way. You can't sleep in these beds. I want to get her like actually in the bed block area. There we go. Set home. There we go. So now the 3 daughters have had their respawn location. So whenever nighttime comes, they'll teleport into this room and show up over here, including the wife. And yeah, the training dummy is mainly for her, because I figured she would need something to beat up that wasn't me. So there, yes. So I made sure she had a training dummy. They're probably gonna derp around on a lot of these deco blocks, but that's okay. They'll be, yeah. See, there's some phased into the floor, and hopefully they won't hurt themselves around here. Hopefully it's safe enough that they've got there's iron bars to prevent them from jumping off ledges and stuff. So hopefully they'll be safe here in the cove now. So yeah, that whistle. Nice little device. So actually I probably should leave this over here somewhere. I don't think I have an actual storage. I should have put a drawer or something over here for actual storage, because these bedside tables from Decocraft do not actually function as any kind of storage. I maybe could replace those with ones from one of the other mods that have the bedside tables, either Bibliocraft, or I think the other one would be Mr. Crayfish Furniture has a bedside table that actually does function as inventory. Anyway, this whistle's not something I'm ever probably going to need to use again now that they have their home set. Maybe I just throw it into the random junk. Yeah, so let's throw it into the random junk cabinet up here. Locker. I was going to call these cabinets. They look like cabinets. So yeah, there we go. Let's move on to the next thing I wanted to mess with today. And this is a player tip that actually I don't want to. Yeah, I just want to take this off. I'm gonna need to make a. Need to make a new pair of goggles because I don't have. I've lost my goggles, which is a funny story. So something I didn't record, but is, and I will record me doing this later because I know where there's another one. Is you might notice that I have a hungry node. See, node in a jar, hungry. So that's the node that basically sucks you in, deals you damage, and then will eat all your stuff, you know, and then it'll absorb it, and it'll turn everything that it absorbs, and it'll absorb everything. It'll absorb the terrain, everything. It just absorbs it, and then converts it into essence that becomes part of the node. So the node will keep growing and growing and becoming more powerful over time as it eats more and more stuff. Well, I managed to get one of those in a jar. I lost my sanguine goggles when I was doing that because I wasn't wearing a bunch of stuff. You know, I knew I was going to put a node in a jar that was a hungry node. So I only had my goggles so I could see it in the first place. And like a few things, you know, like just the basic minimum stuff that I needed to be able to get close enough to it in order to capture it. And like I said, I'll make another video of me capturing a hungry node because I'm actually going to get another one. I know where there's another one at. And it'll actually be a lot easier than I got this one because this one was over the ocean. Which is why I wanted to get rid of it because it was like right in the path of one of the places that I, you know, go from time to time. And it almost ate me in full armor and full equipment. And you know, I was like, heck with that. I'm gonna like put that in a jar and get it out of my way so I don't accidentally run into it, so nobody else accidentally runs into it when they're around my place and stuff. So that's what I did. So what else I need? I need 2 pieces of gold to make my goggles. I need, oh actually no, I'm gonna need to make 6 pieces of gold actually to make the goggles, and I need 2 more crystals and some leather. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 leather. Oh, I should have grabbed the glass while I was over in the other room. We'll just get these goggles made. I think it's like this and then like that. Is that right? No, it's the other way around. 1, 2 of those. Okay, and then we move the gold. Well, let's add that. Add those in right there. Gold, and then the 4 pieces of leather. There we go. Goggles. Excellent. So now I've got my full Thaumcraft set. Let's go test this out. I've been told that if we take this and the sun's going down, but I can go ahead and sleep in the witch's hut over here, I think. Actually, you know what I probably should do is go turn off the spawner room down here. This has been running a while. It's actually backed up. You can see that there's all kinds of drops on the ground in there. Yeah, I turned that on to top off my network and forgot about it a little bit earlier, so not too big of a deal. But let's get this stuff ready, because what I'm going to be doing, activation. I think I'll just grab the activation out of here. There we go. As I'm going to be trying, well, I'm going to be remaking my Sanguine helmet, and I've been told that there's a Sanguine version of the whole set of armor, so let's find out. There it is. There it is. Yeah! Okay, well, we know the helmet definitely exists, so let's try the next bit. That didn't work. Okay, no. Okay, this may not be in our current version of the pack, so alright. So it doesn't work with the Thaumaturgus robe. Let's Let's go make the thaumium armor and see if that makes a difference. And if that's what it actually needs to do it. Or if it'll do it at all. Like I said, it may not be available in this release. It might be a future update of the... I only got 2 pieces of thaumium ingots. Okay, well, I can fix that pretty easy. Just run over here, grab some iron. Grab a bunch of iron. Thaumium's really not hard to make. You can just use... I prefer to use great wood because it's really easy to get great wood, and it has a pretty good amount of magic aspect to it. Just toss a bunch of great wood in there. Start throwing some iron in. Let's see. Okay, and done. Because it burned up the other bits of aspect that were in there. So anyway, that's more than enough iron to test this out. Or I mean, more than enough thaumium to test this out. So we're going to go ahead and make some thaumium boots. That's because that's just the cheapest recipe. We're going to take that back out to the ritual and toss these in and see if that will do anything. So it's still active. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. I think this is going to work. So it has to be the thaumium armor, not the cloth armor version. Where'd it go? Oh, where'd it go? Did they get burned? Ah, I think they burned up. Okay, well, no big deal. I know how to fix that. We'll just make another one. I'm also going to have to end up making more... some more thaumium if I want to get this full set. So let's clear that out. I think, do I have, yeah, I actually have some great wood up in there, extra. So we're going to make some more. Whoops, the last one didn't get converted. So make some more boots because I lost the first pair. Make a chest. And then finally, pants, that's right. And I'm back to having my 2 pieces of thaumium I started with. Okay. Let's put that away. Head back out there. We'll just go ahead and clear this so that it's... Gotta love that no flux cauldron. It's... I know, I probably say that like once an episode, or at least every time I use it. It's awesome. Okay, so this time I'm going to put my sigil of magnetism on, so the moment it appears, I pick it up. So we want to put out the fires. I'm going to do my best to put out the fires. Just try and help prevent... There we go. Look at that. Sanguine boots and better discount. So it's like twice the discount of the standard. I think the standard's 1. Actually, I don't think the thaumium itself doesn't give you anything. It's the robes that give you the discount. Sanguine armor is going to be a little bit better than the robes, I believe. I think that's what was said. So there we go. Discount 3. Nice. It's last piece. And keep trying to put out the fire as best I can. Make sure I get that last piece. There we go. Full sanguine. I like it. So there we go. That's going to replace my thaumium robes for whenever I want to have a viz discount. And I'll show you what it looks like here in a second. As soon as I get back in here, we'll put it on a stand. I guess that's actually going to show us what it looks like. If I just, you know, oh, actually that looks pretty decent. Pretty decent. Kind of like, kind of similar to the blood armor, but not quite as elaborate. So that's nice. Let's go ahead and put the robes away. We don't need those now. Turn that off. Okay, so let's see what it looks like when it's on. Oops. Gotta use your open hand to do that. There you go. Swap the armor out. Not bad. Not bad at all. Very, it's a very nice set. And of course, armor is like diamond level. You can see that I got full 10 shields down there. And this is going to give you a really nice discount. So 6 from the helmet, 3, 3, and 2. So that's a total of 14% discount. Nice. So there we go. Yeah, that'll stay there now. Thanks for the tip. That was a good one. I like that. So that's yeah, that's gonna replace my thaumium robes there. So we now have the Sanguine bloodbound stuff. All right. Okay, let's get on to the next thing that I want to show you guys. And I want to get this one last thing done, and in here we have the entity shifter from Ganny's End. Okay, how's that gonna work? What am I gonna do with that? And did it also have my, yeah, in here I also have an ender tag. Okay, to make an ender tag, this is kind of a NEI doesn't really show you. If we like do recipes, it doesn't show me anything. And if I look up ender tag and I come over here and click on it, it doesn't show me anything, right? So for a while I thought you couldn't craft it, but it is craftable. You craft it in an ender furnace. If you come in here and you click the recipes, you can find it. There's a lot of things you can make with this. There it is. By putting some kind of valid fuel in here, ender pearls, eyes of ender, endstone, or the end flowers, you can cook a piece of paper into an ender tag. So that's how you make an ender tag. And then the entity shifter is these ender pearl bricks, which you require to make a block of ender, which is full 9 pieces, or full 9 things. And in order to get the bricks, in order to get the actual bricks, you have to have 4 of those blocks. So that's 4 times 9, 36 ender pearls in order just to get these 4 ender bricks. And then you can use that to go ahead and make the entity shifter. Now, another thing that's very closely related to this entity shifter, entity SHIFT shifter, there's also a block shifter. So yeah, so how these work, these are actually, all right, let's head over to spawn, and I can actually show you some of these in action, because I've actually set up a pair of these already over at the tower. Actually, you might have seen me use them in the dragon battle, or after the dragon battle when we were kind of goofing around. I went over to where's this? Gotta go out this door. These step assist things sometimes are not necessarily. Get out of the door. There. So yeah, step assist not always a good thing there. Over here to the tower, and we can see that I've actually installed 2 of these. These are the other 2 that I made. Since I made 4 bricks, I made 4 of these total originally, and I used 2 of these in the tower as our elevator system. And you see it instantly teleported me up here to this position. Now this one here is completely is set up to teleport you down. See, now I'm back down. It doesn't cost anything to do that. You just step on it and it takes you to another location. So, and they've been working on up here, so it's it looks kind of nice. One of the things I've run into, though, I had a problem with is the stone. I thought was one of the ones that didn't compile with your ship, but it actually does. So we weren't able to use those there. So what I want to do is I want to set up the entity shifter on my ship here. Now I've already configured this ender tag to teleport me to where I want to go, which is back at my base. So where do I want to actually show up on the ship? Probably doesn't matter. I think actually right here on on the tail is probably a good spot. So if I remove that, uh-oh, what was that? That was a, oh, it was a half slab. So if I put that there, that's fine. That is fine. So all I do now that I have this here, all I got to do is click it with this. No, it should make a tick. I didn't hear the click. Well, let me just let me run back to the base and reset the location. So I think if you just craft these in your inventory, no, I think you just like re-click the spot. Just click the spot again. I'll put those back later. So the spot that I wanted to take me to is actually in this room right here. This is going to be my teleporter room. Let's see, and I want to be returned to this spot right. Actually, no. Actually, it's good that I come over here. So I'm actually going to put that down right there because this is where I want it to bring me out, like right there. I think I shift click it. Yeah. We'll just stand right there. Make sure that it's got the coordinates that I'm standing at. Yes. Okay, we're good. So it's now bound to that block, or that spot. It's not that particular block or anything. Like if I break that block, it's still bound to that location. So you know what else I'm gonna need? I'm gonna need a button. Let me grab that while I'm right here. So I have like very minimal supplies in my inventory, and just easier to grab a button real quick from here. And I want a wood button because they stay on slightly longer than a stone button, and that is kind of important for this. It also is going on a wood ship, so that it kind of will look more appropriate on the ship. What happened to the other? Oh, they're still sitting right there. Oh, there's one of them. Probably what I'll do is I'll go make some stone slabs and fill that in so that when I can get in and out that door without having to take my boots off or breaking blocks in the future. So let's get back up here to my ship. So now the ender tag is set. I should be able to click this onto the entity shifter. Ah, there you go. You hear the click? That indicates that it is now set. So all I got to do is stand on it, press the button, and I'm back in my base. Look at that. So it requires a redstone signal to send an entity from the teleporter to the bound location. Now, when the teleporter does not have a redstone signal, it will, well, and it's loaded. It has to be loaded. I see that it's not loaded over there. So it sent me away. It sent me away. The problem is it's not in a loaded chunk, which is okay. That's okay. That's actually, well, it's not entirely good because it's gonna be a bit of an issue for what I actually intended to do with it. But I wanted to use that as a fast transport between my ship and my base. And it will work if I put something on the ship that causes the ship to be chunk loaded. So what I could do is I could put a poppet table somewhere in the ship, and just make sure that the poppet table is in the same chunk as the entity shifter. It'd be the best way to do that would just be to put the poppet table directly underneath the entity shifter. You know, like well, I know it's like right here. So if I put a poppet table like right there, I would know that no matter how I parked it, I would be able to return to the ship because the chunk that contains the entity shifter would be loaded. So see, now it's not sending me until I hit this button. As soon as I hit the button, it's going to send me back to my base, which is good. Now, if it was loaded, as soon as that button pops back out, I'm going to be sucked back to the ship. So when I do press that button, I've only got a moment to get out of that little booth right there before it won't bring me back. So, or it'll bring me back, I should say. So yeah, that's a little bit of a drawback there. So this booth right here is going to be from my ship. These other two little booths are going to be for other destinations that I may determine that I want to travel between quite often. Possibly I might set them as people's bases. Anyway, so yeah, I'll probably take these entity shifters, and these ones will like be here. I'll have the entity shifters on this side of the teleporter thing, and then you know, like it may be at somebody's base or something, and I'll put it in a place where they won't like accidentally walk into it. You know, some place that I go often, like maybe Corjaantje's or whatever. I'm going to use these instead of having Mistcraft portals. Couple reasons for that. One, they don't make that Mistcraft noise when you teleport in, so you could actually take somebody by surprise. And they're a little more instantaneous than, you know, like you don't have to open a book and click on something. You just walk into the booth and whoosh, you're in the other location. So yeah, entity shifters, love these things. So, and then I'm going to be using the block shifter in the next episode because I want to do some testing with that. Let's get on with the pirate tip of the day, because I want to do something really nefarious for my pirate tip of the day. We'll get into the block shifters in another episode because there's something really cool about that. It's kind of a pirate tip. And so that'll probably be next episode. But the pirate tip for today is I'm going to get some stuff. And I'll be back in a moment after I have this all set up. So, okay, I'm back, and we are here at Corjaantje's secret bedroom. And you may remember, if you've watched any of his episodes, you've probably seen that he has this arcane door, arcane pressure plate, and these protected walls. Protected, so I can't break nothing. I can't get in there. I can see his bed in there, but I can't get to it. Well, this thing right here, my teleposer I've set up. This is mine. I can break that. Set my teleposer up. And I've got my focus here. Actually, let me go up here real quick and come just right over to here, and I'm going to, I think that's going to set that to that focus now. Is that right? No. Maybe I just click it. I always forget if I got a shift click or right click. Yeah, just click it. Just right click it, and now it's set to that teleposer location, that teleposer. I want to go back down here. So this is a seriously, oops, I didn't mean to, I right clicked it. Now I reset it to that location. Well, okay, click it once, come down here, and then have something else in my hand so that I don't accidentally reset the focus again. But because I want to put this focus into this teleposer. This is a seriously devious thing. This is very piratey. Whoop. And, well, it moved me too because I was within the range. But look what's here. Look what's here. There's his protected stones. So now, if I come down here, I can casually waltz right into his secret area. Oh, I broke his door. Whoops. Didn't mean to break his door. Well, I might have done something differently. So I guess he's gonna know that I was here because I think I broke his door. Whoopsie whoopsie. But now that I'm here, I'm gonna do something extra devious. I was kind of hoping not to leave a trace, but we're gonna have a little issue with that now. So what I'm gonna do while I'm here is I'm going to click that. Does that set this to? Now I gotta shift click this to set my ender tag to this location. Okay, so now my ender tag is set there. Let me return. Hopefully that would put the door back. I hope it put the door back. Probably didn't. Let's go look. No, it didn't. Whoops. I broke his door. Oh, well that's gonna kind of give it away. I should have did it up one from the ground, and then it wouldn't have messed with the door. Where did the door end up? I didn't get the door. The door's not here. Okay, let me turn on my my magnet real quick. See if the door ended up outside, maybe? No, it just like completely obliterated the door. Well, there goes my element of surprise. So the next time he comes over here, he's going to see that the door is missing. That's a bit of a bummer. But as you can see, even though he thought he was protected, well, he's protected from witchery, from witches. He's trying to protect his bed from witches. Now, he's not online right now, so I can't do nothing with it. He has to be online for me to be able to collect a tag from his bed. Of course, now I can access his secret area and get his diamonds if I wanted. So I guess I should leave a note so he doesn't like wonder who did this, you know, where his door went. Or maybe I should just let him wonder. Anyway, Pirate of the Day. You cannot protect your area from blood magic. Even though it was indestructible, I could not break through. I was able to temporarily move the wall, enter, and now I have that location on my ender tag. I can head back to my place. I can set up my... Where to go? My place. No, that's not my place with the banner. I can now set up my entity shifter right in here. And we'll make this one. Use my ender tag to now set that. Go ahead and put a button right there. And now I'm in, well, for temporary. I was there for a moment. So now I'm in here. He inside his place. Now the interesting thing is if he comes in here and he steps on that tile, he's gonna get teleported over here. So maybe I should actually not have it like be right in the middle of the room. Like maybe it should be like in this corner. Like, yeah, like right here. We'll put it right here in this corner. So now I can come back here and I can reset this by just clicking it again, and now instead of me showing up in the middle of that room over there, I'll show up in the corner, and I'll you know, you instantly come back. This is why the wood button's slightly better, because you have a little more time to walk off of that spot. And there we go. Now I'm in the secret room. So yeah, I think I'll go ahead and I'll leave him. No, I think I'm just gonna let him wander. Yep, definitely gonna just let him wonder how his door got misplaced. And then I'm back at my place. Yay! Alright guys, that was my pirate tip of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making them. Be sure and leave a like, comment, thumbs up, and all that fun stuff if you did. And even if you didn't, go ahead and leave a comment anyhow. Let me know how you feel like do better, and leave any tips in the comments as well. Thank you guys, everybody that submitted their player name, their in-game player name, to become pirates in the Cove. If you haven't become a pirate yet and you would like to, be sure to leave your player name in a comment of this video. And till next time, I will catch you later.